Everybody, look on the screen. Look on the screen. Sorry that I gotta ask you. They look so mean. These Dusties trying to get at you. Look on the screen. Sorry that I gotta ask you. They are so mean. Certified Dusties. Look on the screen. Trinell Brown. Wow. And in true Dusty fashion, we have the parent. No, I'm sorry. The parents are deceased, but we have a relative, I believe the uncle, coming forward. And already we're getting hit with the, what do you call this? The mental illness deal. Already. But I'm going to have to agree with the sheriff here.
Now facing 2 capital murder charges. It was 1:30 Saturday afternoon when investigators say Brown came home from work and shot his parents with an AR-15 style rifle. Deputies are still trying to determine what led to the violent act and said Brown does have some history of mental illness.
He was, going to work every day, and according to some of the witnesses, really didn't, no observable issues. So I don't think that's it. I think, he's going to need to be held accountable for his actions. I think that this is a decision that he made, and based on his own statements, that he just decided to go in, and on Saturday was the day he was going to kill his parents.
And see, that part right there, he's made statements. He's already spoken with the police. But in true dust bucket, protect the dust bucket fashion, here you have a relative.
But spoke candidly about his understanding of the suspect's mental health history.
We was living in Pensacola for a while, and they declared him schizophrenic. Mobile County declared him schizophrenic. But Baldwin County said that he was not schizophrenic. So this is where he was from, so it was kind of hard for him to get some help.
Jamal Sledge says contrary to reports that there had been an ongoing argument between Tramell and his parents, there had been no warning signs leading up to the shootings.
It was not an argument or anything like people are saying.
Okay, quick question. Were you there, sir? Were you, he's a relative. Where were you there? It wasn't any kind of argument like people were saying. Says who? The chocolate drop already gave a statement to the police. And if there's no argument, then that just tells me that maybe, as the man said, that's a decision that he made. So there's no argument. It wasn't a heated exchange. He just pulled out the AR-15 and got to kill his parents. See, in the BC, you can always find, it blows my mind, people that don't want to accept reality. You can always find somebody that's going to stand up for a chocolate drop. Now here we go with the mental illness. We don't want to face reality. But what if the sheriff say?
Does have some history of mental illness.
He was, going to work every day, and according to some of the witnesses, really didn't, no observable issues. So I don't think that's it. I think, he's going to need to be held accountable for his actions. I think that this is a decision that he made, and based on his own statements, that he just decided to go in, and on Saturday was the day he was going to kill his parents.
Investigators say 52-year-old Clemmy Brown and his wife, 42-year-old Sarita Brown, were both shot multiple times.
He had an AR-15. So he was going to work every day. Going to work every day. No one was hurt on the job. No one in traffic. He didn't shoot one time. He shot them multiple times. I keep saying how these justices are, they're takers, they're users. They love no one. And then the sad part is his daughter, 4-year-old daughter, in the house, all is happening. That's why when his uncle came out with that statement, and that's a different clip talking about, oh, it was about the mental illness. No one's buying it. And even if it is, lock him up, because you can't claim mental illness, take an AR-15, just start killing people and say, oh, he needs some help. This community loves to uphold degeneracy, and that's why it is in the situation that it is in collectively. Blinders are on. Again, I'm going to agree. He's already spoken with the police.
Going to work every day, and according to some of the witnesses, really didn't, no observable issues. So I don't think that's it. I think, he's going to need to be held accountable for his actions. I think that this is a decision he made, and based on his own statements, that he just decided to go in, and on Saturday was the day he was going to kill his parents.
Based on what? Based on his statement. That was the day he was going to go in and kill his parents. Let me guess, the police probably lying. Oh my gosh, the delusion in this community is unreal.
The decision he made, and based on his own statements, that he just decided to go in, and on Saturday was the day he was going to kill his parents.
Based on his own statements. You do know they record the statements in case somebody wants to challenge it. Dusty's being trauma, death, and trauma. The financial implications is too many dangerous Dustys in the nation. And another thing I thought was so very interesting. So from what I've seen other reports on this, the parents had control of his daughter, had custody. But I thought it was so interesting. How is it? Again, he was functionally doing his thing. I keep saying, people be looking at you and you thinking that they're okay, they're loving you. No, he might be mad. I don't know. I wonder if he was mad he had to go to work every day. Because Dusty, a lot of them are allergic to work. He might have been mad about that. Heaven forbid you make them accountable. Maybe they wanted him to leave. But let's talk about leaving. I find it so interesting that in this community, honest to goodness, in the BC, baby, I find it so interesting. In this community, you know what I've noticed? If you're hardworking or you're trying to get something going for yourself, and heaven forbid you're a female, you become an adult out of high school, woo, they will put you out quick with the quickness. Now, if you do get to stay, don't get excited. It's not uncommon in the BC, especially if it's a matriarch and she's been having to hold it down herself. The men are not really accountable. Don't be surprised if she want to charge the daughter $700, $800 a month to stay in the house, to stay in your own room that you grew up in. Oh yeah, try to live off their kids. But you know what I've noticed about the BC a whole lot? As long as you're a dust bucket, especially if you're a man, child, I don't understand these ninjas being homeless. That means you don't run out of options. You've messed up everywhere you've gone. That's what it is. But let me tell you something. They'll take them in. Schizophrenia, a mental condition, medical, just lazy, don't want to work. He'll always have a safe haven in the BC. And then out of all that, look at the community. He's made a statement to the police, and they record it. So it's not like, they're just one-on-one. Hello, you've seen this first 48. They record him. That's what he wanted to do. This community will drag the women and children, man, like pigs to the slaughter. Drag you literally through your street, your arms, your legs, your weave, your little teeny weeny afro, TW8. It doesn't matter. But when it comes to these men, blinders on, a one-way love affair, he ain't gonna do that. And every time you look up, this is what they will do. A black man working for the Klan killed his own parents. But let it be a black daughter. Oh, you got to pay rent or you're going to have to get out of here. Or that they're raising you to be a soldier. That's why men and women, the women are responsible. I thought about it. So there was no argument. They said he made a statement. So basically what he was doing was he made a statement that that's what he wanted to do. They're not held accountable. And already, here we go. They're trying to come on with the little excuses. It's getting really, really old. He shouldn't see the light of day. I'm mad at the fact that we got to house and feed the thing, to be honest with you. I mean it. That pisses me off. Like, oh my God. We got to house and feed this? Really? Come on, give me a break. We got to house and feed this. So this, they just can't walk away. If you can't get along with your parents, how about you go find you another place to stay? Can't do it. And just leave. AR-15, that hate been building. Oh, no. You're not going to tell me they just, well, you know, they got into, even if they did, maybe they said something he didn't like. It's always an excuse for chocolate drop. And they're the ones who's doing all the killing on the block. This right here, if it wasn't working out, he can go ahead and leave. I wonder if they asked him to leave, and if that's what did it. I do wonder. We'll never know. I will know is his side, whatever he wants to relay. But this is the thing about the community. It blows my mind that they don't want to face the reality of who these men are and how these men are. Don't want to face it. I have to agree with the police. I think he did what he wanted to do. It is what it is. He did what he wanted to do, and he took his family out. The same one seeing about him. Can you imagine? You're giving birth and you're raising. What do? They're going to show you some thank you, all right? Giving birth, you raise them, and you turn around and get murked. I'll just say this. Only a fool would keep up with this nonsense, birthing your murker. I'm serious. It blows my mind. Birthing your murker. You give birth, you raise them, giving up yourself, your resources, turn around. Oh, he got mad. Well, he ain't happy. And you done turned around and got murked. Unbelievable. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.